Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to find peace in a busy world. Especially in certain parts of the world, things are very high paced. Things seem to go without pause, in other words, and that can take a toll on a lot of people's mental health. If you aren't at a place of balance within, when the outside world starts to pick up, you can feel like you're losing yourself. And honestly speaking, I feel like that's a learning curve for yourself. If you're not the type of person who does well in high-paced environments, you have two options. You can always remove yourself, craft your life around, joy, happiness, a little bit more peace of mind, maybe get away from the capitalistic mindset. But if you are okay with a little bit of pressure, a little bit of speed, and you feel like you have the energy to do so, you can find peace in a high-paced environment as well by taking time to yourself, going to exercise, going outside, going to views. People always say, your habits make up who you are. I believe everybody has at least one leisure habit, right? Whether that's them watching TV, binge eating, some people smoke, some people might pick up a glass of wine. I believe everything that you do should be in moderation. If it's destroying your mental health or making it hard for you to operate throughout your day, then of course step back, right? But you have to find the things that allow you to be calm, And something I've also learned too is when you craft your own lane, you craft your own path, you can go at your own pace, right? When you figure out how to take care of yourself, or at least support yourself in some facet off of your true inner being, you notice you start getting more done. You start, being just as efficient as the people going 1,000 miles per hour, but you're able to slow down and find a pace. A lot of this really dies down to the ways that you nurture yourself. Celebrate the small wins. Celebrate, taking the first step. Celebrate just resting. The things that you acknowledge as good in your life is going to be the things that you nurture more. So if you're in a very high-paced environment and you're just nurturing that and you're never taking enough time to nurture yourself, of course you're going to have bad mental health. You're going to feel, stuck. You're going to feel overwhelmed. It's a lot of different things that happens as a result to you not paying attention to yourself. You can honestly move slower and get more done because you aren't so frantic in your expression. You aren't so frantic in your decision making that you can see clearly. A fault of this capitalistic society is that people have equated to making more money to doing more, right? Which kind of eliminates the thought process, right? More times than not, you don't need to do more to be more efficient. You probably just need to realign your energy or switch something or try something new. Usually adding more energy into the thing that you're already doing doesn't produce what you're asking for. It's an energy switch. And I really want people to understand that because I feel like I've been trying to tell people this, and some people may get it, but some people throw it off because I haven't manifested, the whole dream lifestyle. There's still things that I'm building. But the core root of all change is energy. Once you accept it and you drill it into your thoughts, you drill it into your intentions, you drill it into your manifestations, in other words, you start seeing your life crafted around your energy. It's like if you are going around all day, super duper sad, right? Next thing you know, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, go on YouTube, you're watching sad content. Now you're talking to your friends about sad topics. Your whole life starts to get centered around that sadness. Now, let's say you were optimistic, you were happy, or excited. The things that you did throughout your day would be a representation of that excitement. You would probably go take that risk. You'd probably go talk to that person. You'd probably do that thing. You never know, because when you're excited, you tend to just, you're just happy, you're joyful, you're in flow. That's what I mean when I say the energy that you have is going to dictate everything outside it. It ultimately doesn't matter how fast the world is going, how fast your peers are going, your family's going, the economy's going. Once you find your pace and you settle into your tempo, finding a level of peace becomes easy because you're grounded in yourself. Whenever you're grounded in something outside of yourself, getting back to yourself is a process. When you're grounded in, let's say, money, you're grounded in an environment, you're grounded in, a relationship, whatever the case may be, your emotions are tied to the stability of that entity, right? So if you're focused on money, all you give it, it's just all you pay attention to is money. You'll notice your emotions throughout the day is dictated based upon how much money you have or how much money you think you're gonna make, right? So it's just really unaligning the things that takes away from your peace. I'm not telling you guys don't focus on money, don't focus on relationships, don't focus on, the worldly aspects of things. I'm telling you to focus more on you, and then take that leftover energy and put it into those things, and you'll get more. You'll be more efficient, you'll get more done, you may earn more. It's just better. The people who operate the calmest, it's usually the best. Especially with this Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight that happened last night. I remember seeing this quote. I don't remember if it was Floyd who said this or Muhammad, right? I think it was Muhammad Ali though. And he was like, the key is just calmness. You can see somebody, the person who's calmer in a fight is usually the one who comes out on top, because they can see the little nuances. They can see this little twitch in your muscle, like, oh, you're about to throw that punch. I'm just about to move. It didn't take me having to get all frantic and trying to read everything. I just need to calm down and, do a little bit less. And it allowed me to see clearer. If you take that perspective from boxing and, just the calmness that a boxer has to have in order to do what they do at a high level, take that same perspective and mindset into your life. How much better would you operate? How clear would your decision making be? How much more at peace would you be if you knew how to calm down? Stop letting things outside of us overstimulate us, like the internet, this YouTube video, friends, the news, media. Stop getting overstimulated. Find your pace, find your tempo, and everything else is just like water, man. It flows. Trust me.